Hello viewers, I am Kausalya. Today we are going to solve problem 2 under exercise 8.2. So here the problem is choose the correct option and justify your choice. Okay, this is just like choose the correct answer. So here the problem is 2 tan 30 degree divided by 1 plus tan square 30 degree. Right. So again from the tabulation you just write down the values. Okay, you should be very familiar with the values in the tabulation. You have to memorize. So here just we are writing down the values. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. And here also the same tan 30 but it is squared. So 1 by root 3 the whole square. Right. So here it is multiplication. So 2 into 1 by root 3 becomes 2 by root 3. And here 1 plus. So 1 by root 3 when it is squared, 1 square is 1 and root 3 the whole square is 3. Right. So 1 plus 1 by 3. So whenever you are having a plus or minus sign, you have to take LCM. Right. So numerator doesn't matter because you are having a single term. So write it 2 by root 3. Divided by here when you take LCM, it is 1 by 1. Right. So here the LCM is 3. So we have to multiply this term by 3. Right. So 1 into 3 is 3 plus 1 by 3. So 1 by 3, 3 by 3 plus 1 by 3 is nothing but 4 by 3. I hope you understand, right? So 1 into 3, it becomes 3 by 3 plus here it is 1 by 3. Right. Since the denominator terms are same, we can add the numerator. So 3 plus 1 is 4. So here I had written 4 by 3. Right. Now I am going to shift this denominator term to the numerator. So what happens, you see, 2 by root 3 into, when it is moved, here it appears as a reciprocal. Therefore, it is 3 by 4. Right. So, again, you see 2 and 4 get cancelled. So, it is 2. And root 3 and 3 get cancelled. So, it becomes square root of 3. So, here the answer is root 3 by 2. Right. So, but when you look at the answer, it is in the form of sine and cos. So, you have to check where root 3 by 2 appears. So, here root 3 by 2 appears, that is from the given option, the only answer is sine 60 degree. Therefore, here root 3 by 2 is equal to sine 60. Right. So, this is your answer. Now, we proceed with the second question. So, here the thing is, problem is 1 minus tan square 45 divided by 1 plus tan square 45. So, the value of tan 45 is 1. Right. So, 1 minus 1 divided by 1 plus again tan square 45. So, it is again 1. So, 1 minus 1 is 0. So, 0 by 2 or 0 divided by anything gives the answer of 0. So, here the answer is D. Right. And the third question is sin 2a equal to 2 sin a is true when a is equal to. So, here this is a trial and error method. Right. So, we have to make this condition as true. For this condition to appear true, what is the value of a? Right. So, here the thing is, first initially we are taking 0 degrees. Right. We are substituting the value of a as 0. So, let's check. Okay. If this 0 doesn't work out, then we have to go for 30 degrees and 45 degrees. So, here we are having 0 degrees first. So, we go with this. So, sine 2 into 0, it is nothing but sine 0 and again sine 0 is 0. Similarly, 2 into sine a. So, 2 into sine 0, again it is sine 0 is 0. So, 2 into 0 is 0. Therefore, a is equal to 0 degrees. So, this is correct, right? So, actually I don't know what is the value of D here. Okay, let this be some other thing. But the answer for this thing is 0 degrees, right? Now we will move with the next thing. So our last part of our problem number 2. So here it is 2 tan 30 degree divided by 1 minus tan square 30 degree. So again substitute the values. Right. So 2 into 1 by root 3 becomes 2 by root 3 divided by 1 minus 1 by root 3 the whole square becomes 1 by 3. Right. So again when you take LCM, what happens? 1 into 3, right? That is 1 by 1. We have to multiply both numerator and denominator by 3. So, numerator write as such. So, here it is 1 into 3. So, 3 by 3 minus 1 by 3. So, 3 minus 1 by 3. So finally it is 2 by 3. Right. So when you move this denominator part to the numerator, this appears as a reciprocal. So here you see 2 by root 3 into this appears as 3 by 2. Right. So 2 cancels each other. And again 3 is nothing but root 3 into root 3. Right. It is root 3 into root 3. So this 1 root 3 and 1 root 3 get cancels, and finally we are having the answer as root 3. Right. So here root 3 is, it is tan 60 degrees. Therefore, this is your answer. Right. Now, second problem gets over. We will move with the third problem. So, if tan a plus b equal to root 3 and tan a minus b is equal to 1 by root 3. Right. So, this is your condition. 0, that is a plus b. The value a plus b, it is greater than 0 degree and it is less than or equal to 90 degrees. Which means that here tan a plus b, this represents some angle. Right. This value lies between 0 to 90 degrees. That's it. Right. So, we have to find the values of a and b. So, first thing is, you see, tan a plus b is equal to root 3. So in root, where comes the value of root 3? We have to check from the trigonometric table, right? So it is always mandatory to write the trigonometric table in your rough sheet, right? Because for each and every time you can't go back and think. If you have a copy, then it will be easy for you to take and write the values. So now we will move back to the trigonometric table. You see. Here root 3. So root 3 occurs at tan 60 degree. Since we are having the elements in the form of tan, you see, since I am having tan here, I am representing this root 3 in the form of tan again. Right. So this tan and tan cancels each other. And here a plus b is equal to 60 degrees. Okay, name it as equation 1. Now the next thing is tan a minus b equal to 1 by root 3. So again this 1 by root 3 we have to find in tan, okay, under tan. So when you look back at the table, so 1 by root 3. So 1 by root 3 occurs under 30 degree, okay. So tan 30 degree gives 1 by root 3. So here it is tan 30 degree. Now tan and tan cancel each other. So here a minus b is equal to 30 degree. Mark it as equation number 2. Now we have to solve equation 1 and 2 here. Right. So write down the equations. A plus b is equal to 60 and a minus b is equal to 30. Right. So when you add, automatically b minus b becomes 0. Right. They cancel. So a plus a is 2a. So here again 60 plus 30 is 90. So 2a is 90 degrees. Therefore a is 45 degrees. Right. Now substitute this value of a in equation 1 or equation 2. Okay. It's up to you. So now I am substituting in equation number 1. So equation 1 is a plus b is equal to 60 degrees. So a is 45. So when you substitute, you see the value of b is, that is 45 plus b is equal to 60. I want to find b. So now I am moving this 45 degree to the right hand side. So this plus 45 becomes minus 45. So 60 minus 45 is 15 degrees. Right. Therefore, the value of a is 45 degree and b is 15 degrees. Now we start our problem number 4. So here state whether the following are true or false. Justify your answer. Right. We have to tell whether the statement is true or false and we have to prove it. Why the statement is true or why the statement is false. So here sin a plus b is equal to sin a plus sin b. Right. So here the values of a and b are not mentioned. We have to take the values of a and b by ourselves. Right. So here the a is 30 and b is 60. So sin a plus b. So sin of 30 plus 60. So here 30 plus 60 is 90. So sin 90 is equal to 1. Right. So the next thing is sin a plus sin b. So here it is sin 30 plus sin 60. Again from the table, just write down the values. So here it is 1 by 2 plus root 3 by 2. Therefore it is 1 plus root 3 by 2. So this value is 1 and this value is 1 plus root 3 by 2. Are they same? No, they are totally different. So here sin of a plus b is not equal to sin a plus sin b. Right. So here even you may think why we are specifically taking 30 degrees and 60 degrees. Why can't we go with 45 degrees? Yeah, your question is correct. But when you add, right, 30 plus 45 degree gives you 75 degrees. But is there any values in table for 75 degrees? No. So that's the reason, right? Why here we are taking 30 and 60, and that too when you add the answer is 90. For even 90 also we are having values in the table, right? So that is the reason why we are limiting ourselves to 30 degrees and 60 degrees, right? Now the next thing is, you see, the value of sine theta increases as theta increases, right? Shall we check? So look at the values of sine theta. Initially it is 0, right? Then 1 by 2 is, what is this? It is 0.5. And here 1 by root 2 is, I think it's something around 0.7. Okay, but the values are gradually increasing and it reaches 1 here. Right, therefore, as the value of theta increases, the value of this also gradually increases. Okay, this is obviously true. So that's the reason here why I had written as it is obviously from the table, right? Now the next thing is the value of cos theta increases as theta increases. So now let's check this. So you look at cos theta. Here it is 1. Here it is root 3 by 2 and it goes and it reaches the value 0. So now can you tell whether the value increases or decreases? That is, the value of angle increases but the value of the respective terms get decreases, right? So it is false, right? Because the value gets decreases, not increasing. The next thing is sine theta equal to cos theta for all values of theta, right? So again you can look at the table, but here we have considered some angle just for proving, right? So when you look at the table, so here you see for 0 degrees, right? The value of sine is 0 whereas cos is 1. For 30 degree, again it is different. Only for 45 degree, they hold the same angle. Okay, they hold the same value, but for the rest of the angles, the values are totally different. Just for our convenience, we have taken the value of theta as 30 degrees. Okay, you should not take here theta as 45 degree because both the values are same. You just leave 45 degree and you can take the rest of the angles. Okay, so theta is 30. So here sine 30 is 1 by 2 and cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Therefore, sine theta is not, that is sine 30 is not equal to cos 30 degree, as well as sine theta is not equal to cos theta for all values of theta. That is the main thing. Okay, for all values of theta, the values, that is sine theta is not equal to cos theta. When it is equal? Only when the theta is 45 degrees, right? So our last thing, cot A is not defined for A equal to 0 degrees. So again, we have to look back at the table. So what is the value of cot 0? You see here we are having cot and here it is 0 degrees. So cot 0 degree is not defined, right? So here that is the reason cot 0 degree is not defined. Therefore, the given statement is true, right? So here comes the end of this video. If you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. Thank you.